Political polarization in the US has been growing, and a big reason why is the way our news environment has changed. Polarization isn't just people disagreeing. It's when we start seeing the other side as completely different from us, or even as the bad guys. A huge part of this comes from how we get our news now. We used to have just a few main sources. Today, there are thousands fighting for attention. Because of that, two people can look up the same story and walk away with totally different versions. It makes it harder to agree on what's actually true. Research shows that false information spreads faster and farther than the truth online. It grabs attention quickly, so people tend to click and share it more. That means the dramatic or emotional story usually reaches people before the accurate one does. Social media learns what we click and just keeps giving us more of the same. Over time, that builds a little bubble around us where we mainly see ideas we already agree with. A tiny group of users creates almost all the political posts on X, formerly Twitter, so the loudest, most intense voices shape a huge part of what everyone else sees. Two people can open the same app at the same moment and see completely different news simply because the algorithm sees them as two totally different audiences. Research even shows many Americans now see the other political side not just as wrong, but as immoral or illegitimate. That's a huge shift. Older adults still rely on cable news and more traditional media. Younger adults get a lot of their news from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, places where news shows up mixed in with entertainment. Because the styles are so different, the takeaways are too. Algorithms want engagement, not accuracy. So they keep feeding us content they know we'll react to, which shapes how we understand the world. Those algorithms also create filter bubbles, meaning we mostly see content that fits our past behavior. We don't get exposed to different viewpoints as often, which strengthens misunderstandings about the other side. Because outrage travels faster, extreme voices get amplified, while moderate voices often disappear in the background. Younger adults often get news without even trying. It just shows up in their feed. But since it's mixed with trends, commentary, and influencers, it's harder to tell what's factual and what's just opinion. This doesn't stay online. It affects how we vote, how we talk to each other, and even our personal relationships. It can create tension or conflict where there didn't need to be any. Because the most dramatic posts get the most attention, they rise to the top. Even if most people aren't extreme, the content we see makes it seem like they are. When we're not working from the same set of facts, it becomes really hard to talk to each other, solve problems, or trust what the other person is saying. We can reduce polarization by checking our sources, getting news from more than one place, and understanding how algorithms shape our feeds. Thanks for watching.